go to the Vice President's trip to the Northern Triangle, stay for a minute. What's different about this announced initiative that just landed in our inbox from the Justice Department, especially from what was already announced from Homeland Security a few weeks ago in terms of anti-smuggling, anti-trafficking? Is that just to give the Vice President something to point to today, given that there isn't going to be additional aid announced in the Northern Triangle? And if one more thing, how do you respond to criticism from experts, as well as the administration's own border officials, who say that the Title 42 policy is actually contributing to and exacerbating smuggling and trafficking at the border, with people trying again and again, taking more dangerous routes, kidnappers literally waiting at ports of entry?
Well, first, I have not seen what the Department of Justice just announced, so I'd have to take a look at that. I will say that the purpose of the Vice President's trip is to meet directly with counterparts in these countries to discuss how we can work together on reducing the number of people who want to make the journey to our border. And in terms of the do-outs of that or what will be announced, I will certainly leave that to her team to announce on the ground. But that's broadly the purpose. But go ahead.
And sorry, one more. Jake just said that in regard to Francesca's question about travel restrictions from Europe, he said that the administration is going to be following the science, following the public health experts. There was reporting over the weekend that CBP has now been told twice that the Title 42 policy was going to be lifted in March and in May. There's also reporting that part of the Vice President's trip is pushing Mexico to take back more migrants and asylum seekers who are expelled from the U.S. You've got public health experts, including at the CDC, saying it serves no public health purpose. So all of this seems to indicate that it's not actually about public health, it's about immigration and political optics.
Well,
so
actually, what Jake was referring to is the overall guidance by the CDC, and there may be individuals who have different points of view. We certainly understand that within the CDC or other places, but we're talking about what the overarching recommendation is from leadership and through their own thorough process. So that's what Jake was referring to.
Do you have a sense of timeline on those restrictions on the southern border?
I don't have any sense of the timeline on that quite yet. Go ahead.
Thanks, Jen.